Everyone, welcome back to the channel. Welcome if you're new. This time it's a reading for the week ahead for Gemini, our beautiful Geminis. Let's have a look at what's happening this week, you guys. Let's see whatever messages are coming through from Spirit for you. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and if you could possibly find it in your hearts to like, subscribe, and share my videos, I would really appreciate it right now. Okay, guys, week ahead. What am I seeing? I feel like this is one of those weeks where you might get some validation about a situation that you were in probably about a month, anywhere up to a month ago, that there was some form of disappointment in. It might be that the silver lining comes to light and you start to see just how blessed you are as a result of whatever it is that this disappointment led you to. I am feeling like there is a lot of confusion in your field right now. It's like you're going through a life review while still being alive. Like you're looking at the past and you're looking at all of the things that you've created and you're asking yourself, is this what I actually want? Do I want to keep all of this, or do I want to let it go and go in a completely different direction? And I think the answer to that is somewhat you want to let it go, but not really. I feel like you're actually going through a rebirth this week. It's like you start out the week feeling a little bit like reflective, a little bit disappointed, a little bit stuck in the past. But then you realize that you're going around in circles in your own head and you get tired of it and confused, and there's a breakthrough moment in the middle of the week. So don't be surprised if one day this week you wake up feeling absolutely terrible. But it's a good thing. I promise you it's a good thing. And it's actually really helping you. The reason I'm saying that is because sometimes breakdown equals breakthrough. If we're a little bit stuck in our energy field sometimes, the universe will trigger us in ways that allow us to get the emotion out without having any long-term lasting effects or damage. So what I'm saying to you is, this is just a feeling I'm talking about. It's not something bad happening on the outside of you. It's literally just waking up one day and having one of those days where you're just like, oh, I'm so depressed. I don't want to do anything. My motivation is gone. I am so sick of this. Why am I so confused all the time? Why isn't anything moving forward? What am I doing wrong? What's going on? All of that kind of energy. So don't worry about it if that happens. Just know it will pass very quickly. Within 24 hours, you will be feeling much better. And when you do start to come out the other side, you're going to start to see how it's re-inspired you and given you some passion towards a direction. It's like one day you go to bed feeling awful and then the next day you wake up feeling amazing. And the contrast is so obvious that you actually think to yourself, wow, how did that happen? So I do want to say to you guys this week, if you are worried about money, don't. You're going to be fine financially. I think the finances are actually getting better this week, not getting worse. You are reviewing things though, so you could be looking at the situation going, how can I make more money? How can I stabilize my foundation? How can I create more wealth and abundance in my life? And if that is you, just know that you're already on the path, and it's through this breakdown and breakthrough that you get the clarity about the passion and the direction moving forward. At that point, there's a swift and sudden acceleration towards what it is that you're trying to manifest or do. And I do feel like whatever mini little blocks you've been going through over these last few weeks, the energy is smoothing out now. It's getting easier. Not so many little hiccups in the road that make it easier to go through each day and to be more excited and positive about the future. What else for our beautiful Geminis, please, Spirit? So I also just noticed this bird up here. I feel like there could be a message from Spirit this week for you guys, especially with this Eight of Wands over here. I do see some sort of communication coming in. Now, for some of you, it will be physical communication from someone that you've thought that you've lost, or someone that you thought has walked away from you. I do see someone reaching out this week and coming back in a passionate and inspired way. So if you have got a situationship going on and you're in separation at the moment, I think this is a good week later in the week, not right now, but later in the week, towards the end of the week. There could be some communication coming through that makes you feel a lot better about the connection, about smoothing out things and getting back to a place of equilibrium and opening. Yeah, that's what Daniel's about. I'm the angel of marriage. I'm assisting you right now. So marriage is more than just a commitment that we make to each other. It's the balancing of the divine masculine and feminine energies within ourselves. And I really feel like this is one of those weeks, guys, where It's only through challenge that we face the deeper fears and emotions inside of us that we can actually balance ourselves between our masculine and feminine and allow us to forgive the hurts and the pains of the divine opposite in the past. And I think you're doing really well at that. But sometimes we need to recognize the emotion of depression before we can deal with it. Sometimes we can be overly positive and overly I'm fine, I'm doing great. Like, look at all of the good things around me. I'm so grateful. This week is not the week for that, guys. This week is the week for reality. Is the week for, you know what? I'm not feeling anything today. I'm a bit numb. I'm apathetic. I don't really feel like doing anything today. And that's okay, because it's allowing those emotions to propagate within you that actually clears them out of your field and reconnects the divine self on the inside in the emotional fields. So Spirit is just saying this week, it could be a good idea to really work on balancing your divine masculine and feminine, because you've got a lot of support from heaven at the moment in creating the outcome that you're actually looking for. As I said, later in the week, there is a lot of movement and progress forward quite suddenly. I do feel like with Archangel Gabriel coming out, you have an important life purpose involving communication and the arts. Please don't allow insecurities to hold you back. I will help you. Again, this is about communication. What was I just saying about communication later in the week? If you do want to communicate, communicate. Don't hold yourself back. Don't think, oh, they don't want to hear from me, or I don't know what I would say, or how do I say this thing to this person? Just don't even think about it. And if you don't want to contact them, don't. Just trust that they're going to contact you. Be secure in yourself enough to know that you are a valuable person that has put in a lot of energy and effort to becoming who you are. And if anyone can't see your value, that's on them, not you. So I would say to you, this week is a week to really be sure of yourself, really pump yourself up, give yourself that self-love that you deserve and need as you go through the week, because I think it's going to be super important when this communication comes through. Like, if you're in a place of depression and like, Eeyore, yeah, that's fun. You know, that's really attractive, right? Like, can you see what I'm saying? Like, if you can pump yourself up and get to that space of, I am a lovable, valuable being. I have so much to offer in a relationship. I have so many skills and beautiful qualities. Anyone would be lucky to have me in their experience. That's way more attractive than, yeah, whatever. Excuse my really bad impressions there, guys. I have no idea where that came from. Shout out to all the Winnie the Pooh fans out there. So take action. You're in touch with your intuition and truth in this situation. You need to trust your gut and lovingly assert yourself. So I do feel like there is something that needs to be said this week. I think that there's some sort of communication that you've been holding back that needs to come out. And I really feel like this is the time to do it. I mean, obviously, after you've gone through this clearing energy, you don't want to do it before then. But until then, you're going through a reflective, what do I need to communicate? Who do I need to communicate it to? What am I feeling this week? And how do I use the abundance that I have to secure myself enough so that I can do the inner work to communicate with whoever it is that I'm going to communicate with, what my needs and wants are in relationship, and how to move forward in that relationship with me. What are the practical things that we can do to make it easier to integrate with each other? For those of you who are working this week, I would say to you that there is some sort of email coming through at work that is going to need your immediate attention. I do feel like you might want to hold off on acting straight away, but you will take action very quickly. So I want to say to you, don't overreact, don't react, act with your truth and your knowingness that you're on the right path. Whatever this is, it's like they're saying to you that you're going to be triggered. Someone's going to try and get you to react to something through an email at work. Don't react, respond. And when you do respond, know that the whole universe has your back, because you're in your truth in this situation. You've got nothing to be fearful of. You've done nothing wrong, so they can't touch you. Who do you need to forgive? Look, honestly, guys, I think that this forgiveness card coming up in this particular context is all about just forgiving the universe itself. Sometimes when we've had a bit of a challenging time, it can be very hard to let go of the why me? Why would the universe do this to me? Why can't I let go of the pain that's been caused to me through all of the things that I've been through? I think sometimes we can have that energy and not even know that it's there. So it might be just a good idea to ask yourself, who do you need to forgive this week? Is it yourself? Is it the universe? Is it somebody else? And if so, free yourself. Freedom and forgiveness go hand in hand. I think while you're holding on to things, you're always anchored to the ground, right? Like if you want to fly, let it all go and just be the you that you are. No judgment, of course. Change. The changes that you're going through are positive. As I was saying, this is just a validation that whatever it is that you're going through this week, I think it's a really subconscious energy of progression and change. It's breakdown equals breakthrough and awesomeness coming straight after. It's like really positive energy at the end of this week and into next week. So I feel like, guys, let go of all of the stress that you're under. Try and move with the changes rather than sticking your head in the sand and pretending like you're okay when really you just need to express that negative emotion, get it out of your field, to let go of the confusion. The confusion's there because you're not accepting or acknowledging that you've got this negative emotion. So let it out in a really healthy and productive way. And I think that you'll see that even though you're disappointed, there's some really great energy in the background that's going to come through in the form of healing and new beginnings and forgiving whoever it is that you're not in communication with in a way that allows you to change the outcome that you've created so far. So I hope that helps you guys. I hope you have an amazing week ahead. Please let me know in the comments if any of this resonated with you. I would really appreciate the feedback. And I hope you have a great one. I'll see you in the next one.